What's up guys, Jim Collector here, back with another video. Thank you for checking in. Today we're going to do something a little bit different from what I normally do. We're going to look at my top 3 favourite figures in my entire collection. So we're going to kick it off with an honourable mention, and that is of course the 1-to-1 Liquor Bus, which is right behind me right here. Now the reason it's not in my top 3 is because obviously it is a statue, it's not an actual figure. But it definitely deserves a mention because I love this piece. It's a show stealer, and the details that Pure Arts have put into this absolutely blows me away. Now, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, way back from the Resident Evil 1, 2, 3 games on the PS1, and it's just it means a lot to me to just kind of have this behind me, and I'm quite lucky that I do have a partner that is willing to allow this in our house. But the details in this are great, right from the kind of the glossy look on the brain, which makes it look realistic, to the gnarly teeth and tongue as well. It's just a great piece to have, and anytime someone comes around, it's the first thing they ask me about. Right, so we're going to move on to my top 3 favourite figures in my collection, and the number 3 spot goes to the Hot Toys Alien Warrior. So this is the Hot Toys Alien Warrior, and I love this figure. It is, of course, older. I'm very lucky with mine. It doesn't have any wear and tear on any of the rubber body parts, so I'm very good to have it. But I have to say, this is a fantastic representation of this alien. Now, I haven't got the keenest eye for detail, so whether this is the most accurate, I couldn't tell you. But from my not so keen eye, it looks exactly like the Xenomorph from the film. And I have to say, Aliens is in my top 10 films. Top 5, I'd probably say. Alien is my favourite film ever. And Aliens is up there in the top 5. So, very happy to have this. It's such a great representation. And having this in 1/6 scale is phenomenal. Alright, so on to slot number 2. We have Darth Maul from Phantom Menace. Now, I grew up with the prequel series. I was born in 1992. So this, for me, is the Star Wars I grew up with. Even though I did see A New Hope as my first Star Wars, this is my jam right here. And Darth Maul, from the very moment that he came onto the screen, I knew I liked him. And when he ignited his double lightsaber, oh my god, that was it for me. This was going to be something that I'm obsessed with for the rest of my life. The Hot Toys Darth Maul is fantastic. Not the best Ray Park likeness. I think Sideshow takes a cake on that, to be fair. But the actual figure itself is really nice. It's got a lot of good articulation. The body holds up really well. The outfit's well done. It's got wires down in his into his clothes as well, which is really nice to see. And you can get a lot of enjoyment out of this figure without worry for damaging. So he's definitely worth the number 2 spot. Right, so now we're going to go into my number 1 selection for all my figures in the collection. It comes from a franchise that I have been obsessed with for as long as I can remember. That franchise is Resident Evil. Resident Evil got me into collecting. It's the reason I'm sitting in front of you right now, showing you all my nerdy stuff. And the figure that takes the top spot is none other than the World Box Nemesis 1/6 scale figure. Resident Evil 3 was my favourite game in the series growing up. Just in front of Resident Evil 2, which is a very close second. Most people would argue with me there. But Nemesis is the reason that Resident Evil 3 was my favourite game in the series. So, of course, when I found out that this dude existed, I knew I had to get him. Unfortunately, he is now very rare, which makes him very pricey. I managed to swoop in with a very good price for this guy, so I'm very happy that I managed to get him on my shelf. But the figure itself is incredible. The detail on him, like the head sculpt, so well painted. All the detail on his shoulder, all the kind of torn skin and the tentacles that come out. And the paintwork, like the tentacles are glossy. The skin around his mouth is glossy. It just looks so realistic. If I had to complain, it would be the joints aren't the best. He falls over a lot, and the pleather outfit is prone to flaking. Mine has started to flake a little bit, which is the only downside. But as a Resident Evil fan, this is definitely the holy grail of my collection and definitely deserving of that number 1 spot. Couldn't live without this dude. Alright guys, so thank you for tuning into today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoy making this content. I'm loving this YouTube journey so far, and I hope you're enjoying watching it along with me. So if you haven't already, please do like, subscribe, and drop a comment below if you'd like to see more videos like this as opposed just to general unboxings, because I'd like to kind of get out there a little bit and try a few different types of videos. So thanks for watching guys, and I hope to see you in another video. Peace.